One of the coolest things about Revelation chapter 6 is it's almost a perfect parallel to Matthew 24, and it makes both of them easier to understand. So I'm going to compare both side by side. So Revelation 6, first seal, verse 2, "Behold a white horse, he who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer." Most people see this as the Antichrist, although some think it's Jesus, which I disagree with. Let's look at Matthew 24, verses 4 through 5. "Take heed that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many." Second seal is widespread warfare. Verse 4 in Revelation 6 says, "Another, a fiery red horse went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword." Matthew 24, 6 through 7 says, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, for nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom." Third seal is famine. Revelation 6, 5 through 6 says, "There was a black horse, and its rider held a scale in his hand, and I heard what sounded like a voice coming among the four living creatures, saying, 1 quart of wheat for a day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and wine." And then Matthew 24, 7, it says, "There will be famines." Fourth seal equals death of 1/4 of mankind. Revelation 6, 8 says, "There before me was a pale green horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. He was given power over 1/4 of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and pestilence, and by the wild beasts of the earth." Matthew 24, 7 through 8 says, "There will be pestilences and earthquakes in various places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows." In the fifth seal, we have the martyrdom of believers. Revelation 6, 9 through 11 says, "I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they had. And they cried out with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth?" And then Matthew 24, 9 through 10 says, "Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another." And this is where it gets really exciting. The sixth seal, heavenly signs. Verses 12 through 14 in Revelation 6 says, "Behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth, as fig trees drop its late figs when it's shaken by a mighty wind. Then the sky receded as a scroll when it rolled up, and every mountain and island was moved out of its place." Matthew 24, 29 says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken." So there's a super quick outline of Revelation 6 and Matthew 24. Let me know if you have any questions.